So I thought we'd just do this little video on a fingerprint padlock. We were quite impressed with this actually, and we've already set one up, and this is our second one, but I thought I'd cover a little video on it, as it's one of those things where when you know how to do it, the instructions do actually tell you how to do it. When you first read through them, it doesn't fully make it fully clear on the procedures and how the lock's actually going to sort of react and work. So I thought it was well worth doing a video so you've got a visual reference if you've ever setting one of these fingerprint padlocks up. It's nice and simple, it's not connected to the internet, no apps, it just logs a selection of fingerprints, more than you probably ever need, and unlocks. I mean, it's only a basic padlock, so it's not going to be massively strong, but as we say, it's like a sort of a deterrent if someone's going to use bolt cutters to cut something off. They're going to cut that off whatever sort of padlock you use, and we're sort of using it on a little gardening shed with just a few gardening tools in, and a little back gate where really it's just to stop an opportunity. It's just walking by and getting in if someone wants to properly damage a padlock. I know that this one is easier than some, but it's probably as good as any sort of padlock this size, and actually having the fingerprint means you ain't got to worry about keys or codes. It's nice and quick. It takes 2 batteries, and you get into it by unscrewing this little screw there. I think you can just about see that, and the back comes off, and they're pretty standard type batteries. The what I call like watch batteries, although that's pretty big. It's more like the sort of battery that will go into a car fob. I think actually these are the same batteries that go in our central locking car fob. So yeah, should be fairly easy to get. There's no real override, so if the batteries go flat, then it's not going to work. You've changed the batteries, but it doesn't forget the fingerprints. Once you've put them in, it remembers them, I assume forever, unless it goes wrong. So yeah, there's no really complicated stuff to it. Now the way it works is you have to pull this little plastic tab out to release the batteries, and then any fingerprint will undo it the first time, and then you go through a procedure to program in the first fingerprint, and then the others there on from that. And as I say, I think you can add something like 20 fingerprints. So yeah, you've got more than enough fingerprints to use this log on an average way. Now I think that the fingerprints are kind of unique from phone. So if you use that finger, then you've always got to use that finger to unlock it. It's not necessarily going to recognise your other fingers or your thumbprint, but it may do. We found that it seems to need to be the same finger you use to program it in. So yeah, if we have a little look at the text on there, I'm not sure. Oh yes, I think you can just about see that when it's focused. It does use the CR2032 batteries, and it uses 2 of those. And I said they're the batteries I just showed you, so hopefully they're easy to get hold of. What we've done is got a couple of spare ones, so if the battery ever goes flat in this, then you're not suddenly stranded and can't unlock it. And I think it will start flashing to let you know that the battery is going flat, so hopefully you shouldn't get caught out. So we're going to pull out the tag. So that's the tag pulled out, and then hopefully any fingerprint should unlock it, which it does. So that's it, unlocked. The only thing I don't know is if you muck this first procedure up, whether you could end up not being able to use the padlock, and there appears to be no override. But I assume if you do it wrong, it's still any fingerprint does it. So what you need to do, and this is how we got caught out, is just how long you have to hold this padlock with your finger over it. So you put your finger over it and hold it down, wait, it flashes, you carry on holding it. Carry on holding it until that light goes blue, which it's done. And now to program your fingerprint in, you keep touching it and it goes pink, and you just keep touching that lock until it goes green. And then once it goes green like that, hopefully you're seeing that, your fingerprint is programmed in. You can only program new fingerprints into this lock when it's unlocked. So that means someone can't add fingerprints in when it's locked in position, and it has to be the a fingerprint holder that can let someone else in. So now I'm the fingerprint holder, I can then program another fingerprint in. So what I'm going to do is program in my thumbprint instead of it being someone else. So I'm going to put that finger on, and again hold it, hold it, hold it. You have to hold it quite a time. That's why I wanted to sort of cover this, and hopefully you can see there now that it's gone blue. And then now with my thumb, I'm going to keep touching it, and each time I touch it, it sort of flashes almost pink. Hopefully you can see. I'm not pushing hard, I'm just touching it, and it's reading my fingerprint, and it's gone green. So now my thumbprint is programmed in. So now if we lock the padlock, that's it locked, and then if I put the original fingerprint on, and the padlock's unlocked. So that's how you program in this. And as far as I know, you can add fingerprints anytime, so it could be months later. You just unlock it, do that same procedure, put your finger on it that you unlock it with, wait for that light to come on solid blue, and then the person who you want to program will then just keep gently touching it. It seems to vary how many times you have to touch it, and then once their fingerprint's programmed in, the little padlock works. Hopefully that's been of use to you or interest to you. As always, thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to check out some of our other videos.